$100. What up, playas? But in typical car guy fashion, I will begin by making it make more horsepower instead of fixing the things that will kill you. You know, you get down on the field terminal, that alternator or something, and boom, sparks, boom, car gone. So shop gone. And we can't lose the shop. See that? That's death. Look how bad that idler moves. Doesn't like using 3/8 chrome hardware on your 1/2-inch impact. Safety first. When you're working on a car, always try to find the most comfortable position to do anything. You know, so the drive shaft makes a wonderful pillow. And you just kind of reach your hand up here in your Hawaiian shirt and like, yeah, I'm actually too cool to be doing this, but, you know, here I am doing it anyway because I'm so humble. Now all we gotta do is put the nuts on it. That's all there is to it, actually. It's not as dramatic as they make it look like on Motor Trend. I'm decompressing my spine into my head as we speak.
Is that good?
No.
Fire extinguisher. Well, I guess no.
Stop!
It likes,
It's gonna set off the smoke detector.
in this place.
Stop! Oh! What is on fire in there? Anyway.
Let's do it again.
Well, I bought a new one because that's not coming off of there.
How dare you?
I mean, we set it on fire and everything, so I don't know what else to do. Has a little heat and then a little bit of PB makes a big difference. It draws that PB in there, then also sets your car on fire, and well, then it's not really a problem anymore, is it?
Rooting for today, Dalton.
Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, I see your shirt on.
Yeah. He's my favorite. I hope he does good, but I hope Matt got him here on time. You know, last time he fell out of the truck. I saw that in a documentary.
I didn't see 95 out there.
No, Mac dropped the ball again. No.
I guess you're gonna see a second documentary.
Cars too. I'll be sharing some history with this car along the way, now that the statute of limitations has expired.
It looks good.
Really? Bright red?
This is reusable.
No. I am the impact. And I stripped it. Everything's going swimmingly.
It's only been like 35 minutes and
Shut up.
you're back where we were.
It's time to throw some new shoes on her. And by new, I mean the original wheels off of my Corvette with 20-year-old tires. How's that looking? Safe?
Safe.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, it's illegal to tint your windows in this state.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry, officer.
You gotta have 70% light showing through.
Oh, the cops got him now.
Run!
It's always a good idea to change out your hoses. You know, the ones you have. Ignore the ones that you don't have, because they'll be just fine. You know, it did say to do something special with the can, otherwise the lid would become unremovable. So I ignored it, of course. And now the lid is unremovable. What? Who would have thought? That's Weed Eater fuel hose. Don't cut my Weed Eater line. And I did buy a little cheapy roller thing here to help roll it on flat. I normally don't do that, but, you know, really, we're going above and beyond here. You know, I better get the seatbelt bolts and put them in here so I know where to cut around. That would be the smart thing to do. Am I smart? No. $40 for the piece of rubber for it. So I'll be looking some more, and I hope I can find the thing, because holy cow, we gotta pay that. Gonna lose the shop. I will now gently massage the bottom of the door as well. I brought a fire extinguisher for the first time in my life.
Is it good?
I don't know.
Or is it just there?
I found it in a car.
Oh, perfect.
We did on the other side, where I will gently persuade it.
Really nasty looking tea.
I wouldn't suggest drinking that necessarily. I don't know. Go for it. The only thing that bothers me right here, I can butcher everything else. fixed. Well, you know, over lunch we just decided, well, why not go ahead and change the brake caliper in this fast food parking lot?
What a better time than now to maintenance on this a little bit.
Don't worry, I asked them for permission. And by that, I mean I did not. I got the porta power shoved into this fender. I had the porta power shoved into this fender. I'm glad that you did put the hubcap back on.
Well, you gotta look good.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like trash.
Oh no, wouldn't want to look like trash. I'll proceed to jam every single body shim I could find under this to lift it up the required 11 inches it needed. Good thing they had these slicks on here. You gotta harness all 12 horsepower that 2-barrel 302 makes. I'll drive that sucker in there sideways. You know I'll do it. They can't stick if it's gone. Look at that, cross flags, because it's a race car or something. After tomorrow, well, just assume that we're dead. Oh, I see. Fancy wheels. And a battery box. Somebody thought it was a race car.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh. No! I needed a refreshment. Thank you. It'll look good, and we'll just cover that up, and then we'll have a much more pleasant death when the brakes fail on the way home. We've all seen this big lump in the deck lid here, and it's just terrible. Now, with one well-placed strike from this ball-peen hammer, I will fix this. With 2 well-placed strikes from this ball-peen hammer. With 3 well-placed strikes for this ball-peen hammer. Ah! Hey, easy. These things are usually stamped out by people who might have saw a picture of them once. Well, you can tell things are going really good. I haven't had to go to any extreme measures.
Mondo.
Yeah, we used some short strand fiberglass and blend the door into the cab corner here. And then nobody's ever the wiser. Well, I mean, except for us and 100,000 or so of our closest friends.
Rare footage of Hobart Garage destroying gas.
It's windy, or there's a ghost.
Where?
The jug just took off.
It's a ghost! This time on Pole Bar Garage, we do breaks at a burger stand. Rolling. Well, I'll continue doing my best Fred Durst impression here. See a lot of other YouTube channels upholster seats in a parking lot? I don't think so.
And the trunk key is key.
You could use it to remove the fuel lines, upholster the seats. I mean, it's everything. And this stuff will work. You know why? Because it works on tractor engines. That means it'll work on anything. You should just paint everything. Everything, including yourself, with tractor
And you can
paint.
eat it.
No, you can't eat it, actually.
Yes, you can.
No. Let's
can go
try
with
it
that.
and burn the car to the ground on the side of 35.
Sure,
Wait,
that'll be
what?
fun. That'll be a good video.
It's not your car. It's not my car. And kinked. You know, sometimes a dent gets kinked, but you're not going to be able to pop it out like this. And thankfully, all Mopars are made out of Budweiser beer cans, and yeah, it'll come right out, actually. I always fall in love with these things. Every time. I can't just legitimately hate something and then just flip it and make some money. Oh no, Dalton's gotta have it. Brake check. Maybe I'll hit this truck and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. I'm a
rather
smoker
leak
and I go
external.
boom, and so, you know.
You know, flaming
bad
Dalton
deal.
down the highway.
Well, you know, some people might like to see that. But I don't. And I got some new brake drums.
That looks.
It's just like it's not supposed to.
Numbers matching Mopar glass.
That window is only for red cars. No, for some reason, I don't think you're gonna find this in any restoration guides. It's close enough that I can cross-thread it. That makes it good. Don't ask for permission. You know, you just do. And then, you know, if there's consequences, deal with it later. Surprised that other one unbolted. I will be more surprised if this one does. Boy, this thing needs springs really bad. Guess what it's not gonna get? I'm gonna try to get this off. And if I come back with the Sawzall, you'll see it. You could probably guess how well that was going for me. What we have here is a football that's flat. The thing about a flat football is when you put air in it, it gets bigger, right? Maybe all my manipulation here has got that brake line to cooperate. Ah, my eyes. I will now clamp this bolt into the hose with gasoline in my eyes. You know, it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, and then cut this quarter panel off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Barrett Jackson.
This time on graveyard cars. Maybe if I tighten down this bolt, it'll line up the other one. Follow me for more good jokes. That's a fine looking thing there.
It looks good from about half a mile away.
We'll go ahead and knock all the other drums off, and we'll come back to it, and then we'll all get together and sing Kumbaya and hope it, comes off of there. Anything's a hammer if you try hard enough. We're just gonna do a little exploratory surgery here. I have a spot weld cutter, but here's the problem. I don't care. Good thing I put that new gas tank in right behind where I'm cutting. That way I can just slice right into it. And it's full of gas now. Well, I'm going to continue to shoot self-tappers into this. And see, it's important to note that we've reached a breaking point of sorts. You see, now that we've already begun to screw parts from a mid-60s Ford sports car into our 1976 Chevy stepside pickup, well, really, there's nowhere to go but up from here, right? Now that we've crossed the line of butchery may continue. A lot, probably. So buckle up, because it's butcher time. Alright, well, I'm going to try to tack this stuff in. I cleaned it as best as I could, which is not very good. Is now a bad time to mention I have no idea what I'm doing? Hopefully I got this gas tank sealed up, otherwise, well, I ain't gonna be cold no more. Yep, something's on fire. I guess. God, it's ugly. But whatever. It doesn't show, so that means it doesn't matter. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You see, the thing is, the chicks don't really mind. I'm too scared to weld along this, because I'm afraid of, blowing myself up. Pioneer CD player. 50 times 4. Wow. Yeah, that's... Slurp. Slurp. Slurp.
Interesting choice of noise.
Oh, I don't mean to alarm any egghead bean counters out there in some corporate office somewhere, but we used to stamp these things in this country, and they fit. Isn't that weird how that worked? But, we can't do that anymore. We are going to try to actually unbolt it and remove it. So I'll see you in a minute with the Sawzall. In the air. Pop the wheels off, throw them in the nearest dumpster we can find. This stuff has been on here since approximately the Civil War, and it's just goo. So we're going to be dealing with that for a bit. It's not working at all. Great! Good thing is it'll just get rid of what it doesn't want, right?
Yeah, well, the more you put in it, the better it shifts. I think that's...
Whoa!
Oh my God! Got a little excited there, did we?
Shoot. Transmission fluid makes a great degreaser.
I also hear it's non-flammable.
Oh,
with no issues.
It doesn't burn. What?